Well, Saturday features another Heart of America game for us. It's going to feature another Eagles coming in with the Avila Eagles. Something traditional about Avila. In my opinion, they're probably one of the strongest defensive teams in the league. And this has been a traditional trademark that Avila's had for quite a while. It's going to pose a lot of problems with most teams that play them. Matchups, they're extremely quick. They get out and get after the passing lanes. They pressure full court man-to-man. On the other side of it, they're very small teams, so most teams are going to be bigger. They have an advantage on the rebounding. So for us tomorrow, a big key is going to be handling their press and their pressure. And we're going to have to take advantage of our size inside. And the offensive rebounds are going to have to be crucial. We're going to have to finish on our offensive rebounds. And the reason I say that was I was very pleased with our ability to get a lot of offensive rebounds last night against Culver Stockton. The other side was Culver was much bigger than we were inside, and we weren't finishing. And when you can out-rebound a bigger team, but not come out ahead on the long run, that's always a concern. And so our efforts there, we find ourselves with Avila towards the bottom of the conference right now. We got two hungry teams going to go at it tomorrow. Avila lost to Missouri Valley on a last-second layup last night. So we know today they're regrouping. They're talking about us, and they're wanting to establish their season as soon as possible. We're going to have our hands full. It's a very aggressive team. I'm very pleased with our attitude. Even though it's been 3-4 game losing skid right now, our attitude is still upbeat. The players are still working hard. We just have to find a way and the ability to get all players playing on all cylinders the same night. And here lately we just had one or two players only be our scorers. And we're just a much better team if we can get our whole team pretty much playing together and looking to score on that same night. So it's going to be a fun one tomorrow. You're going to find one team that's going to find their way out of the cellar. We do anticipate that being ourselves. But at the same time, with tomorrow's game, a little tidbit here, we have 4 of our next 5 games are home games. So we feel this is our time to make our run, get ourselves back in the conference race before the second rotation begins. So tomorrow's a big game for us, and we'll be ready. Well, Avila's got a number of key players, most notably as one of the best guards in the conference, and that's Cedric Johnson. Cedric, one, is not only one of the better offensive players, he's probably also the best defensive player. And he's young, he's just a sophomore, but he's got good length. He averages about 18 points a game. The thing about Cedric is he's averaging 18 points a game, but he's not really a good shooter. He's a good scorer, and he has a great ability of breaking teams down, getting to the basket, getting to the free throw line, and he helps his team get better. Avila's a very young team. I think they play like an eight player rotation, and half those guys are freshmen. So I think where they find themselves right now is, in a lot of ways, is contributed to their youth. But you're not going to notice that by the way they play. They'll play very hard. They do have a freshman that comes in. It starts a lot, Trey Bales, who is averaging about 13, 14 a game, and he's mostly a three-point shooter. But again, they won't start anybody over 6'4", 6'5". In fact, they won't really play many players bigger than that. So it's very much a guard-oriented team and very hard-nosed team. You won't find a team that gets up and gets after it any more than Avila University. So we're going to have to lace them up tight and get ready to play, and we'll be ready.